The year was 868 AD.
For 9 long months the city of Syracuse endured, its Byzantine garrison starving behind the walls while the sea, once its lifeline, was cut off by Arab fleets. The defenders prayed to Christ in crumbling churches, but famine had become their greatest enemy. The Aghlabids had come from North Africa, hardened men of war carrying the banner of Islam. Their emir in Kairouan had vowed that Sicily would be the jewel of the Western Sea, and Syracuse, the Byzantine capital of the island, was the prize that could not be ignored. Byzantium was too far, too weak to send relief. Constantinople was consumed with its own wars, its own intrigues. Syracuse was left to stand alone. Inside the city, hope withered. Bread turned to dust and water ran black. Children cried out in hunger, and soldiers fought not for glory but for a crust of bread. Yet still the bells rang and still the cross was raised upon the walls. When the gates finally fell, it was not from courage failing, but from desperation breaking. The Aghlabids poured into the streets. The sack was brutal, merciless. Churches were stripped of their treasures. Relics of saints carried off or destroyed. The people who had once called Syracuse the Eye of Sicily were enslaved or slaughtered, their voices silenced in smoke and fire. The city that had been Greek, Roman, and Byzantine, home of philosophers, saints, and emperors, was undone in a single night. With Syracuse's fall, Byzantine Sicily was shattered. Palermo, once a provincial stronghold, became the new capital of Arab Sicily, a city of mosques, gardens, and poetry. For more than 2 centuries, the island would live under the crescent banner, its culture reshaped by Arabic scholars, traders, and poets. But the memory of 868 remained, a night when the last stronghold of Byzantium in the west fell, and with it, an entire chapter of Christendom's history closed. History is not written only by those who win, but by those who endure. The stones of Syracuse still remember. The sea that laps its shores still whispers of the siege. And the lesson remains the same. When empire forgets its borders, when rulers neglect their people, walls alone cannot hold.